In the heart of the city, Detective Michael Harris was known for his sharp instincts and unwavering determination in solving the most baffling cases. But little did he know that the investigation he was about to embark on would push the limits of his sanity, immersing him in a terrifying world of darkness. It all began on a stormy night, when a gruesome murder took place at Crestfall Mansion, an abandoned estate on the outskirts of town. The victim, a wealthy businessman named Richard Thornfield, was found brutally stabbed in the Grand Hall. The crime scene was bathed in eerie silence, adding to the chilling atmosphere that engulfed the mansion. Detective Harris arrived at the mansion, his mind racing with anticipation. The rain pelted against the windows as he stepped through the imposing front doors, the thunder echoing ominously in the background. As the detective surveyed the crime scene, he felt a shiver run down his spine, sensing a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows. The investigation led Detective Harris through a web of secrets, desperation, and fear. With each clue he unearthed, the plot thickened, revealing a series of interconnected mysteries. He discovered hidden passages, obscured symbols, and cryptic messages left behind by the killer. As he delved deeper into the case, Detective Harris started experiencing inexplicable phenomena. Whispers echoed through the empty corridors, caressing his ears with haunting voices. Shadows danced along the walls, seemingly alive and watching every move he made. An unsettling feeling settled over him, as if he was being toyed with by an unseen force. Fueled by his determination, Detective Harris pressed on, determined to bring justice to the victim and expose the true darkness that lay within Crestfall Mansion. Each encounter with potential suspects only deepened the mystery, as their stories twisted and turned, leaving more questions than answers. One night, while searching the mansion's library for further clues, Detective Harris stumbled across a dusty old book that revealed the mansion's dark history. The pages spoke of a previous resident, a deranged artist who had lived in seclusion, driven to madness by his creations. The artist's twisted mind had given birth to a ghastly painting rumored to bring death and malevolence to anyone who laid eyes on it. With a growing sense of urgency, Detective Harris realized that the painting was the key to unlocking the truth behind the murders. Gathering his courage, he sought out the hidden room where the cursed artwork was said to reside. The door creaked open, revealing a sight that froze his blood, the painting, exuding an aura of pure evil. As he stared into the macabre masterpiece, a frigid wind swept through the room, extinguishing the candles and plunging the detective into darkness. Panic gripped him as he fought against unseen forces, desperate to break free from the clutches of the supernatural. In a moment of clarity, Detective Harris realized that the haunted mansion was feeding off the fear and despair of its victims to sustain its sinister existence. With every murder, it grew stronger, ensnaring anyone who dared to enter its realm. To put an end to the cycle of horror, he needed to confront the malevolent spirit haunting Crestfall Mansion. Summoning all his strength, Detective Harris banished the darkness that plagued him, triumphantly breaking free from its grip. Armed with newfound resolve, he returned to the painting, determined to destroy the source of the mansion's evil once and for all. With every ounce of strength, Detective Harris shattered the cursed painting, unleashing a blinding light that consumed the room. The mansion groaned and trembled, its ethereal form dissipating into the night sky. As Crestfall Mansion crumbled to dust, peace and tranquility descended upon the city. Detective Harris emerged from the wreckage, forever changed by his encounter with the supernatural. While the horrors of that fateful case would haunt him, he vowed to protect others from the darkness that lurked in the shadows. With each new day, he continued to fight for justice, knowing that evil could be found in the most unexpected places. As Detective Harris thought his ordeal had come to an end, a series of terrifying events began to unfold. Haunting nightmares plagued his sleep, filled with distorted faces and grotesque creatures. The line between reality and illusion blurred as he struggled to distinguish between the waking world and the realm of his tortured dreams. One by one, people connected to the case started to disappear without a trace. Their sudden vanishing sent shockwaves through the city, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions that only deepened the mystery. Detective Harris felt a growing sense of dread, realizing that the malevolent force behind Crestfall Mansion was far from vanquished. Haunted by the disappearances, Detective Harris dug deeper into the mansion's history, desperate to uncover the truth behind the supernatural occurrences. He came across ancient texts and eyewitness accounts, hinting at a ritual performed within the walls of the mansion, designed to harness dark energies and summon otherworldly entities. As he pieced the puzzle together, an unsettling realization dawned upon him. The mansion itself was a gateway to a realm of pure evil. It served as a conduit for otherworldly entities to cross over into the mortal realm, feeding on fear and despair. Determined to put an end to the cycle of horror, Detective Harris delved into forbidden knowledge, seeking a way to close the gateway and banish the malevolent beings that tormented the city. In his quest for answers, he encountered a reclusive occultist who claimed to possess the knowledge required to seal the gateway. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey, following the cryptic instructions laid out in ancient tomes. The detective's sanity hung in the balance as he performed rituals and chanted incantations, venturing into the depths of darkness he had never experienced before. With each step closer to the gateway's closure, the malevolent force fought back with increasing fury. Hallucinations beset Detective Harris, terrifying him with apparitions of the loved ones he had lost. The very fabric of reality seemed to bend and twist as he grappled with the forces that sought to drive him mad. Emerging from a series of harrowing trials, the detective finally stood before the gateway, an ethereal portal pulsating with a sickening energy. Drawing upon every ounce of courage, he recited the incantation that would seal the gateway forever. The air crackled with anticipation as he watched the malevolent entities claw desperately at reality, their unearthly screams filling his ears. In a blinding flash of light, the gateway collapsed upon itself, crumbling into nothingness. Silence descended upon Crestfall Mansion, as the evil that had plagued the city was vanquished at last. Exhausted but triumphant, Detective Harris emerged from the crumbling ruins, scars etched both on his body and soul. He knew that the horrors he had faced would forever be etched in his memory, a reminder of the thin line between good and evil. But he also carried a glimmer of hope, knowing that his relentless pursuit of justice had saved countless lives from the clutches of darkness. As he returned to the city, its streets bathed in the warm light of a new day, Detective Harris vowed to never forget the horrors of Crestfall Mansion. He would remain forever vigilant, knowing that even within the seemingly ordinary, unimaginable terrors could lurk. And if they ever dared to rear their heads again, he would be there, ready to face them head-on.